So it means a lot to us that you're here. It's hard to see.
Obviously, you were one of the early commitments back in, what, August when you committed? What was it like from that point up until now? I mean, did any other schools try to steal you away from Tennessee, or were you able to just focus in on everything you wanted to?
I mean, I was able to focus in, but Notre Dame actually called back and was wondering if I would ever decommit or anything. I told them no. I told them there's no way because they were looking for another lineman. That was the only school who actually came after me after I committed, but it was a sigh of relief when I did, and I got everything out of the way, and I was able to concentrate on football.
What was last night like for you? I mean, were you excited about today, or when you committed, did it almost feel like you had already signed?
I mean, it already felt a little bit, but I mean, I definitely was excited for today because it's another step. And I was thinking last night, I don't feel old enough to be in college. When I say I'm going to be in college next year, it's a weird feeling. I'm only 17. I don't feel that old at all. And last night it was pretty hectic. I was getting the jacket, the tie, the hat all last night, you know, getting ready for today, and it was really exciting.
You know, when guys recruit, you hear them say, well, I'm going to turn into Tennessee's biggest recruiter. How much did you actually get on the phone or Facebook or whatever and talk to some of these guys around the country and try to get them to Tennessee?
Oh, I did talk to them some. I mean, one of the biggest guys, I'll tell you right up front, who was a recruiter, was Alan Posey. Ridiculous recruiter. As soon as he committed, he was one of the very early ones. He came after me on Facebook, messaging me every day. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? We can room together when you get here. All that kind of stuff. And I really appreciate that guy. You know, he's a real hard worker for the University of Tennessee, and I love him.
This recruiting class for Tennessee's really got some legs the last few days as far as getting 4 stars and 5 stars and you know, big-time recruits along with yourself. Have you been following all along and checking the internet and seeing just kind of how your class is doing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a huge part, and I want like my class before me to bring that Tennessee pride back to Tennessee. You know, the championships, all that kind of stuff. And next year, Coach Dooley told me it's going to be about 80% underclassmen. So I mean, we got young talent out the wazoo. We got a lot of people.
Signed with Navy just like you committed. You know, there at the end of the season, you had an injury and everything. Were you afraid maybe I'm not going to get to play in college, or was it that serious?
I mean, I wasn't afraid because I already had a couple offers. It wasn't a very serious injury, you know, just a little ticky-tack one I'll heal up from, bigger, stronger. Got plenty of time to work out, so I'll be good to go.
Going to Navy, it takes a different kind of guy to go to a service academy, just period, but to also do, you know, sports along with that. Are you prepared? Have you talked to people about just kind of what the workload will be like?
Yeah, when I went on my official, I had a host, Brady, and he's a great guy. He told me about everything. He said that really you got to work hard your freshman and sophomore year, and you get into things. He said it's not like high school. It's really different, but he said once you get the hang of it, you're good to go, and you're better for it. So,
what do you think that first Army-Navy game for you will be like?
I don't know. I've heard it's just the craziest thing ever. I heard there's nothing like it. He said like 110,000 fans. Just I don't know what to do, so yeah. I'm excited.
I mean, you growing up in Neyland Stadium's backyard, you're probably used to seeing big crowds like that, but to be able to play in front of one like that, it's got to be incredible.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever get this opportunity, so thank God, thank my family, thank everyone. So
to be able to sign along with teammates Kyler Kerbyson and Cooper and Cody Shirley, a lot of Mike Wegzyn, it speaks a lot about how special of a class that was, right?
Oh yes, sir. I mean, Kyler, Cooper, Cody, Mike, they've all worked so hard, and Alexander Saw, we've all worked so hard, and we've been good friends since our freshman year and all the way back to kindergarten with some of these guys. So.
Well, Mike, tell me about your decision. I know yesterday it was kind of back and forth with a couple of different schools. Why did you choose UMass in the end?
Well, first of all, it's one of the best academic schools, you know, that you can find, and I'm going in pre-med, trying to be an orthopedic surgeon.
Okay.
So that's, you know, a big decision for me because I need to come out of a great school and try to get into that. And, you know, they're going into the MAC. They're a great football program. You know, they played Michigan, almost beat them. It was 42-37 last year. So, you know, it's a great program, great coaches. So I definitely just fit in there.
Talking with your dad, it sounded like UMass really wanted you. I mean, the coach came in, talked to y'all, you know, it wasn't looking at his cell phones or anything like that. He just totally devoted a lot of time to you guys. Did that make y'all feel special in the end?
Oh, definitely. You know, that's a big factor. He flew all the way from UMass, all the way just to my house, just to see me. sit down and have about 3 or 4 hour conversation, go through everything. So it's definitely good to be wanted.
How's the recruiting class up there shaking out? I mean, have you talked to any of those guys? Or?
Yeah, I've actually got one friend is a receiver that's coming in. He's a tall, like 6'4", runs a 4.4, sub 4.4, 40. So, they've got about 4 receivers coming in, just freshmen that he's told me about that are about the same as that. They're tall and fast, so you can't ask for more than that,
Coming down here, you had to start anew, learn new offense, new teammates, and everything. To be able to finish it off and get that scholarship like you wanted, how good does that make you feel?
Oh, it definitely feels great. I came down. It was kind of like starting over, getting me ready for what I'm about to expect going into college. I had to come down and start new, whole new team, whole new coaches, whole new environment, and it's going to be about the same thing in college. So I'm just glad I got that under my belt and I know what to expect.